All right, all the way from our outhouse to the cabin to the greenhouse, all the way up to the lodge. Where I spread ash is where we can walk on dry ground. You can see we still have, anywhere from 1 foot to 2 foot of snow left on the level. And if I had not spread ash on these spots, we would still be walking through the snow. So,
cute.
What do you have?
An antler.
What kind of an antler?
This antler.
Is that caribou?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
This one is a big one.
You're right.
And covering the little one.
Hey, you want to go show me your trampoline? You good?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. We placed this thing in one of the only spots about a week ago where there was no snow, and I had to level it up with some firewood, so. Got my hip waders. All right, today I am going to be putting on my hip waders. Now, I am going to, wait a second. I got my feet in the right, yeah, okay. I had a flashback to 2 years old. Am I putting my feet in the right boots here, in the right side? I'm gonna be putting the spring line together today. These are not as easy to put on as you might think. And the reason I'm putting hip waders on is because the snow is still probably knee deep in some places. And I don't want snow to constantly be going over the top of my boot and down the boot. So this will keep me dry. And warm. And I'm gonna get that sucker going. I'm excited to have running water. The spring has been running for, man, probably 2 weeks now. But the snow has been too soft to where I can't get a snowmobile up there. So I would have had to do it on my feet. And even up to a week ago, the snow would have been right around that level. And when you sink through it, and then it will go down your boot, and that's no fun. Then your feet and your legs are soaking wet. You're cold. So now the snow is down to maybe about this level. I'm going to trudge up and down, get that line put together, get the filters in place, get the tank full, and I'll do my best to take you along the way, show you the process. I do have to bring some bear spray, and we'll see if Howie wants to come along with me as well. It is springtime. Bears are out looking for food. I have not seen any yet, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to take the precautions. So let's get going. I'll just need a couple tools, probably grab some electrical tape, couplings, and gear clamps.
One pathetic sob story later.
I made it. Holy smokes, that was a fiasco. I decided to try the snowmobile to take it up here, and I got stuck several times. Once, out in this meadow right below me, it's a swamp. I was picking a spot. I don't know if you can see the snowmobile right back in there. I don't know if I'm pointing at it. I made it up to just this side of the meadow, and I got it stuck in the meadow with about 8 inches of water underneath all the snow. Yeah, fiasco. Telling you what, I walked the last, 75 yards, 100 yards up this spot, and I'm where we have the tank, and it's another 30 yards up to where the actual spring is. I'm gonna catch my breath, and then I'm gonna start unwinterizing this thing. Got to uncoil the hose, get our filter system, get it in there, and get it all going. So it should be a lot easier getting the snowmobile back home because it's downhill. Good thing. All right, let's get this. All right, I've got the bucket with the filter inside the spring, and I've got some rocks set on it to keep it in place. The bucket sometimes wants to float a little bit. The line is running down to the tank, and now I have to go to the end of that and create a siphon. We'll get that going, we'll get the tank filled, and we'll keep moving down the line. That water, just as a side note, is so freaking cold. I had to hold my hands in it to kind of position the bucket and get a rock set on it. And oh my gosh, my hands went numb so fast. I had to shake them, get some blood back into them, and warm them up. So, all right, on with it. There's a little bit of sediment left in this line. And it looks gross, but it's just a little sediment. It's just a little dirt and whatnot. So, I'll get it going. It's like trying to get, yeah, it's like trying to suck a slushy through a really, really big straw. Should have seen that coming. Yeah. It's better than siphoning gas, that's for sure. There we go. I think some of it hit the back of my throat. That is the start of it, guys. We'll get this tank filled, build up some head pressure, and start running line down the hill. Man, this is cold water. My goodness. Absolutely love this stuff. So as I got the spring line going, I'm so glad I chose to use the snowmobile. I was sinking like crazy. Like I told you, I got stuck. But what it did was the path that I made, it was squishing the snow down pretty good. That enabled me to walk that path as I uncoiled all of the water line, the coils that we had. So you can see all the way up the hill, all the way down to this junction here in the backyard, to the spigot. That is a 500-foot elevation drop, and that is about 2,000 feet of actual line, water line. So I walked over here to the greenhouse. This is one of 3 spigots that we have. I've turned it on, hooked up the hose. Pretty good pressure. I think I've tested it. I think it's about 5 pounds of pressure. It's not a ton. It's about 2 gallons, 2.5 gallons a minute. But I tell you what, it beats the heck out of hauling water off the lake or pumping it or anything else. It's just there. Little maintenance on the spring line and throughout the summer, and that gives us good running water. That beat the heck out of me, let me tell you what. That was the hardest that it's ever been for me to put the spring line together. And I think the reason is, and I've done it 7 years in a row, maybe minus 1 year that Zach did it by himself. I think I missed the window. It's too soft. The spring has been thawed for 2 weeks plus, like I think I said. And if I would have went up a week ago, the snow would have been solid enough for me to drive the snowmobile on early in the morning. Oh my goodness, I am pooped. And it took me, I think it took me about 4 hours, 3-4 hours. I think I'm done for the day. I'm just wiped, man. I'm gonna do some stretches, you know. And drink some fresh water.
Hey everyone, I'm jumping on the trampoline.
Can you show us how high you jump? Whoa.
And I had to learn.
Yeah, you had to learn it?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have any other moves? What one's that one called?
It's a somersault.
Oh, good somersault.
I don't know what to do.
Good job.
What to do?
Good job.
I need someone help me. Hey.
Is Howie down there?
Yeah. And then turn. Okay, buddy. This is so practice jumping perfect.
You're doing great. Got the power jump going on.
This is jumping perfect practice.
Okay. Wow.
Bramante Brothers. It's a time. Hi. Hi. Thank you. Hey, don't carry him away. Don't carry him away.
Who is it? Emma, who are we watching?
Hey, little buddy. He said, hey. He said, hey, Emma. Hi. Hi. He's very silly. Hi. Yes.